it's time to talk about some Bloodborne bosses. Before I get into this video, let me explain exactly what it is I'm doing. I'm going to be describing every single boss in 10 words or less, and the order of each boss described is going to be chronological. Also, I'll be including a rank for each boss. Now, each of these ranks is determined by a number, 1 being my favorite, and 22 being my least favorite. And at the end of the video, I'll be going into more detail about my least favorite and favorite bosses. And finally, it's important to note that I will not be including any Chalice Dungeon bosses on this list, only the main game bosses. So with that said, let's talk about some Bloodborne bosses. Well, I see what you're doing with your free time. You smell that? There's bullshit in the air. This is my original furry OC. Don't steal. The monster personification of Auschwitz.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Dark Beast Parl, more like Camera Beast Parl. Oh my god, that was so bad. Snakes. Snakes. Snakes! Oh, I didn't know Ariados could use Dracometer.
It all started when I was born.
The projectiles are coming! The projectiles are coming! Since when was the last giant in this game? You thought it was Dio, but it's me, Mr. Meeseeks! Ass grinding mode engaged. You won't catch me once I shift into
Maximum overdrive! Hiya!
Murgo's wet nurse, that's so naughty! When will you learn your lesson, old man? Maximum hentai! My Little Ludwig, Swords Are Magic, airing this summer. It looks like his dreams were set ablaze! Me in a nutshell. Congratulations, it's a... What the fuck? Well, that was every boss in Bloodborne in 10 words or less. Now let's take a deeper look at my favorite and least favorite bosses. Yes, Ludwig is my favorite boss from Bloodborne. This is probably no surprise for anyone who has had the pleasure of fighting him. He's everything that a good Soulsborne boss should be. He's difficult but not unfair, has an amazing design, a great soundtrack, and some kick-ass cinematics. Out of every Bloodborne boss I've fought, none of them have compared to Ludwig. This is the only boss that I've seen from Bloodborne that goes from fighting like a savage beast to fighting more like a hunter, and I love it. It feels like two different fights, which in this case is a good thing because that's exactly what From Software was going for. They wanted the player to realize that Ludwig is no longer a beast like he was in his first phase, and now is smarter and more like a hunter. This is definitely a fight that I will never forget. Rom, the Vacuous Spider. This is by far one of the worst bosses that I have fought in a long time. Everything from its horrible use of RNG to its design is shameful. Because Rom will spawn in spiders after each phase, you'll have to deal with killing these randomly generated spiders while hoping that Rom won't randomly decide to spam the same move over and over again, which will most likely result in you dying. Also, every spider on the arena is able to randomly use several different moves. So along with having to deal with Rom attacking you, you'll also have to make sure that you don't get spam attacked by the barrage of spiders that Rom just keeps on spawning. RNG in a boss fight is just a mistake waiting to happen, and Rom is a prime example of this. The fact that an RNG fight exists in Bloodborne at all is shameful in itself. I thought Soulsborne games were better than that. Well, what do you think of this video? If you like this video, then make sure to like it because that would help me a lot in knowing whether you guys like this type of content or not. Also, let me know in the comments below if you would like to see more videos like this. And finally, if you want to see more videos from me and want to be notified for whenever I make a new video, then please make sure to click that subscribe button. Before I go, let me just say that this idea came from Jello Apocalypse's video series where he reviews movies in 10 words or less. If you haven't seen his videos before, then I would highly recommend that you check them out. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Ryan Kelly, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.